Chaos reigns supreme at airports across India. This is the story and the top focus for the day, the IndiGo meltdown and crisis. Breaking news within it, passengers continue to suffer across India, wherein if we speak of Mumbai, 109 IndiGo flights have been cancelled for the day, wherein Pune, 42 IndiGo flights have been cancelled. Stranded passengers face off with the staff. Everywhere visuals that we bring to you from viewers, there's only chaos, even panic amongst the passengers who've been awaiting, and they're stranded at these airports for in fact more than 8 hours without information with regards to what the status of their flight is, whether it's been cancelled, and if it has been cancelled, what is IndiGo indeed doing on the ground to offer some relief to these stranded passengers, be it in terms of accommodation, next flights, their baggage claims. While IndiGo yesterday, remember, had issued a statement saying that they will be offering all such assistance, the ground reality, as we are learning from all our reporters across the country right now at different airports, is quite different. Right now, if we bring to you the latest updates coming in terms of flight cancellation, this is from Mumbai airport, where we learned that 109 IndiGo flights have been cancelled. In Pune, 42 IndiGo flights have been cancelled. Again, this is just the first half of the day. Remember, IndiGo had said after the meeting with the DGCA that they will be proceeding with planned cancellations, but that has offered very little relief to the passengers who are still stuck at the airport without any information, without any clarity. And this is at a time, remember viewers, this is the month of December when rush at the airports is at its peak. It's a time when people go for vacations, they're traveling across the country for weddings. So there is a rush hour that the airports anyways in fact face, and amid such a time we see this crisis marring airports, in panic-stricken passengers from across airports in the country. We bring to you these visuals of the passengers and how they are still stuck at airports, several airports even facing protests at this given point against the airport authorities and even the IndiGo crew. Oftentimes we even see IndiGo crew missing from their very counters because even they don't seem to have the answers to the questions of the passengers for some clarity in terms of what exactly is going on and how will they be resolving the issue. So this is the latest information that we bring to you from Mumbai. In fact, Dipesh Tripathi joins me from the Mumbai International Airport at this point. Dipesh, very good morning to you. Tell us what you see at the airport right now. Any clarity to the passengers who are stranded so far with regards to information or what happens next for them?
Shreya, good morning to you as well. We are right now at Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport, and today is the same day what we are witnessing here on the airport from past few days. The same IndiGo passengers facing the kiosk and miscommunication from the IndiGo. Many of them came here, and when they arrived here, then they came to know that their flight has been cancelled. So definitely the IndiGo is claiming that they have trying to sort out the issue, but it's not working for the passengers. We have some passengers with us right now. Sir, your flight has been cancelled from where and when you came?
Yeah, I booked a flight for my wife. It was from Raipur to Mumbai and return also. The Raipur to Mumbai flight has got cancelled. I got a mail that refund will be done in the next 3 or 4 days. But what about the return flight? Whether it will be cancelled with full refund? No, they are silent. And nothing online. There is no customer care, nothing. If you apply, they will apply all the standard deductions. Heavy deductions will be there. So you have to come physically here to clarify that and get the full refund for the return flight. That is the number one. My question here is, last 2 years, what the government officials were doing, have they imposed a single penalty on IndiGo for completely flouting this rule? This rule was known 2 years back.
You said you tried online as well, but it's not.
No customer care, they are not picking up. They are just overwhelmed with the whole thing. And online also, if you go for cancellation, they will do all the standard deductions. So, my question here is, what was the government doing for last 2 years? Have they imposed any penalty on IndiGo? Every quarterly they should have reviewed. So, ED must investigate the senior officials of the Civil Aviation Ministry and the Minister. Why they are making statement now? After 2 years have they woken up? Thousands of crores have been lost by the passengers. Who will compensate them?
Definitely, as you saw, that passengers are facing the problems today as well, and no concrete answer by the IndiGo. Hundreds of passengers have started gathering here to cancel their tickets to know that what will be the further process. But only 2 staffs of the IndiGo is present over here to entertain and to cater all these hundreds of
Dipesh,
customers.
yes, we get an idea of what the situation is at Mumbai airport, and we will keep coming back to you for the latest reports coming in from there. But right now, viewers, we are getting more information in terms of flight cancellations that we are learning. This is chaos continuing across airports in India. Let me take you down a little further south. In Hyderabad, we are learning 69 IndiGo flights have been cancelled for the day. In Bengaluru, 124 IndiGo flights have been cancelled, and passengers continue to be stranded at these very airports. We are getting you all those visuals as well. Nagarjun Dwarkanath, in fact, joining me live on the broadcast with more information on this. Nagarjun, what exactly are you learning at this point? Questions seem to be mounting since the last 4 days, with IndiGo providing answers, definitely on paper, on post, across social media, but very little seems to have changed in the ground reality situation that we are learning of.
That's absolutely true. In fact, let me give you the numbers. Hyderabad arrival 26 flights have been cancelled, departure 43 flights. So that's total of 69 flights. And in Bengaluru this morning, 63 departure has been cancelled and 61 arrival has been cancelled, which is crossing 120 mark at this point of time. So both southern metro cities, Hyderabad and Bangalore, have taken a huge hit because of the IndiGo flight schedule at this point of time. But the chaos is much less compared to last evening yesterday, because one, the communication has been better by the airline. People who have been not having any flights and their flights have been cancelled have been correctly communicated that their flights are cancelled and rescheduled on some other flight, and delays are also being correctly communicated is what we are told, and hence the burden at the terminal is reduced. But nevertheless, there are people still at the airport terminal who want to get refund of the cancellation and have to have clarity as to, because they have a connecting flight, who is going to take the burden of the connecting flight. So all such doubts are still lingering on the people's minds. So there are many people at the terminal, but compared to last evening, the chaos is much less, and few aircraft are already taken off, and they're getting back to normal is what we are told, but it will take another 72 hours for complete normalcy to be restored, Anjali.
Right, Nagarjun, thank you for those details. This is Shreya, this side that you were speaking to. And yes, viewers, we will keep bringing to you all those details that's coming in from different airports. But right now, let's bring you up to date as to what exactly is underway across the country. There is chaos, there's confusion amid all the cancellations. IndiGo faces severe turbulence with over 1,000 flights cancelled, leaving passengers stranded across major airports across the country. Now, 19 IndiGo flights were cancelled at Ahmedabad Airport, 6 flights cancelled at the Thiruvananthapuram Airport, 29 domestic flights scheduled for departure have been cancelled at Chennai Airport. Meanwhile, Delhi Airport has issued a passenger advisory informing that IndiGo operations are steadily resuming, though the situation, as our reporters are informing us from these airports, seem to be very different on the ground. IndiGo CEO, on the other hand, Pieter Elbers, has apologized for the chaos, saying that the airline is rebooting and rescheduling its systems and expects operations to stabilize by 15th of December. Now, as disruptions deepen, Aviation Minister Mohan Naidu has also blamed IndiGo's mismanagement and has ordered a high-level probe to identify accountability. SpiceJet MD Ajay Singh has stepped in, extending assistance and adding extra flights to reduce the passenger inconvenience at this point, with Indian Railways also coming in to the rescue and adding extra coaches across their 37 trains, and is planning special services to handle the passenger rush. So this is the latest reports that we're bringing to you. Our reporters, in fact, bringing us more information. Shreya Chatterjee, Anaga Keshav and Shivi Molkeji joining me from different airports across cities at this point. Shreya, quickly coming to you. Has the situation been any different? We know we are bringing hourly updates to our viewers at this given point in search for some clarity, if possible, from beforehand for this entire meltdown that we've been witnessing over the last 4 days.
Unfortunately, Shreya, I can't confirm the same because as time's going by, I see more and more passengers piling here at the assistance center of the IndiGo Airlines at the T1 terminal. This is the terminal from where the large chunk of the IndiGo flights take off. You can see the passengers still over here trying to get answers. A lot of them say that their flights are showing on time, but when they are coming over here, they're realizing their flights are getting cancelled. I see the same faces coming again and again, seeking answers, but not getting any clarity. And these are people whose flights have been delayed, rescheduled, cancelled for at least more than 2 days right now at a stretch, and they are extremely, losing their patience. The visuals, you can see how people trying to get an answer, trying to catch a word, but clearly they're not really satisfied. Sir, कोई मदद मिल रही है यहाँ पे आप लोगों को? Any kind of answers that you guys are getting?
I have not even got a chance to go till there.
Yeah.
Last night, 7 o'clock flight, when I came last evening, they said we will process the refund and they sent us back. I couldn't stay overnight. I've come back now, hoping there are a couple of flights which will start. I don't see any sign of any flights. Although online I keep seeing so many coming up, but here they say there are no flights.
Any assistance that you guys have got?
Absolutely
Hotels,
zero.
food?
Zero.
Okay. So that's really shocking. The fact that these passengers, even in a crisis situation, are not really getting assistance, contrary to what IndiGo is suggesting, that is wrong. Even now, the information flow is not correct. Their apps are not showing correct information. So clarity, at least that is what IndiGo can offer, and probably they should work at war footing because the visuals at the IGI airport clearly speak differently.
Both clarity and assistance seem to be missing at this point when we speak of the IndiGo Airlines and how they are proceeding to, in fact, handle the very situation at the airports. Anaga, coming to you next. What seems to be the situation at the Chennai airport? I would want you to, in fact, bring us details with regards to, have you seen any kind of disruptions in terms of sloganeerings continuing at the airport, which we had, in fact, been witnessing over the past 3 days?
Well, in fact, compared to yesterday and the day before yesterday, today the chaos is reduced by a lot, but the situation is still far from normal. In fact, a lot of people have also cancelled their flights, and therefore we are witnessing lesser number of crowd turn up. People are still making queues outside the IndiGo counter, asking for an update about their flight status. Many of them are asking for an immediate refund. Many of them are also looking for other booking, for other flight options within IndiGo itself at a different timing. So there is, of course, a lot of uncertainty. But compared to the situation that we saw yesterday, today the chaos is far more lesser because people have watched news. People are not really turning up today. Many have also cancelled their flights last minute. So therefore, we have, in terms of chaos, it's very much subdued compared to yesterday. But the uncertainty and anxiety is still very much real. People are standing here in long queues, trying to get an update from an IndiGo official at the counter about their next flight status. There is, of course, a lot of anxiety. Many want to go home. Many have ailing parents in their home states. Many have weddings to attend to. So there is, of course, a lot of lack of transparency on part of IndiGo. Had IndiGo informed them prior, then they wouldn't have come all the way to airport. That seems to be the main point over here, the lack of transparency on part of IndiGo.
Right, Anaga. Shibimol, coming to you next. Earlier you were telling us how Trivandrum Airport in general doesn't have that many flights, in fact, operating. But nonetheless, the situation has been tense there because passengers even there at a place where the capacity is not, or rather the people assembling at the airports is not that much, the rush is not that high. Even their cancellations seem to be a major problem as people are still stranded at airports. What are you picking up at this hour?
Yesterday we had reached the airport and we did speak to some people who came to the airport and understood that the flights have been cancelled. But today the situation seems absolutely fine because a lot of people are not coming, as the information is already out there that their flights have been cancelled, and the list of flights that's been cancelled have also been published much earlier. But what we have noticed is that at 7:30 we have had a list which said that 3 flights from Trivandrum departing from Trivandrum have been cancelled, but around 8 o'clock we got to know that the number has increased to 5. As of now in Trivandrum airport there's no much action. This is, I think, the first time I've seen this airport so empty because most of them have already understood that it's not the flights have been cancelled. Some of them have been cancelled. You can see the board showing that the Bengaluru and the Hyderabad flight in the next 2 hours, in the next 2 hours, 2 flights. That's one flying to Bengaluru and the other to Hyderabad have been cancelled. Also, there's no crowd. One more reason is that Thiruvananthapuram's domestic and international airports are located at 2 different locations. It's a little far from each other. Unlike other airports, both the domestic and international are not functioning together. It's at 2 different locations. So that's also one of the reasons there's no crowd much. Like I said, there are 11 flights today operating from Thiruvananthapuram, out of which 5 stands cancelled. And also, it's not just in Thiruvananthapuram. We have 4 international airports in the state, in Cochin, Calicut, as well as in Kannur also. IndiGo flights operating, especially in Cochin, have been cancelled because if you see, compared to Trivandrum, Kochi has more options, more flights operating to various locations. Here, it's mostly to the major cities and mostly to southern cities in the country.
Right, Shubhimal, thank you for bringing us those details. Yes, the situation may be a little better at Trivandrum Airport, but there are other airports in the state of Kerala which are facing issues at this point.